Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming with more Rebel Inc. Escalation in our Mega Brutal Difficulty Guide series. Let's try one of the other difficult maps in the game, the Black Caves. This one, it is hard. I find it more annoying than anything else, though. Every time those darn insurgents get inside the caves, you have to keep rooting them out. Absolute pain in the butt, but alright. We're going to be playing with the Smuggler today. Now, this is one of my personal favorite governors because you get extra money. What a grin right there. You get extra money when you have corruption. We are going to be getting corruption in Mega Brutal. That is more or less guaranteed. So as long as we don't let it get to absurd levels, it just translates into free money, which I like a lot. So the Smuggler's pretty good. We're going to go for our standard lineup of advisors. These seem to work in almost every case. Mega Brutal difficulty, and we are going to rename this one to Knowing Blade. Operation Knowing Blade is a go. All right. Now the Black Caves, there's a lot of remote areas where the insurgents can set up their bases, and there are caves in the mountains. If they get into those caves, they function a lot like camps, and I believe they can constantly spawn new insurgents, and you have to go into the caves and root them out. It takes a long time to do so, unless you get some sort of a special, what is it called? It's a government action that lets you root them through a little bit faster. But that gets a little annoying, so every time they find a cave, they set up a new camp. Other than that, though, as long as you can keep them split up along the main roads and don't chase them into the mountains, ideally you don't get too much insurgent activity and you find yourself in a position to win. I like setting up my camp right here in the middle. There seems to be a good chance of insurgent activity in a lot of areas over here. It's a good location, so this will work just fine for me. Okay, let's go for our standard lineup here with the effective procurement and the education and the intelligence. Same opening moves we always do. Nothing has really changed. Smuggler gets extra money in return for turning a blind eye to corruption. However, our support level is more vulnerable to corruption, so the higher the corruption gets, the more support level that we lose. So don't get carried away with it. Just enjoy some extra money. Play the game as normal. We're going to keep burning down our corruption the same way we always do. We're just not going to let it get out of freaking control. Alright, so let's just sit back for a second, gain a little bit of money, and then we're going to go spend on, let's say, anti-corruption and the public outreach office. Let that inflation tick down once again. No problem. I don't know how much more money we get from corruption, by the way. It's a bit. It's not inconsequential. Whatever. Let's take a look at the map and see what kind of roads we're looking at. So lots of interstate along this main area, and that's valuable to me. We are going to be traveling along this road probably quite often. Other than that, main roads are probably the way to go as far as infrastructure is concerned, so we'll need to do that. Let's go ahead and pick up the Universal Justice to increase our support level. We do still want to pick up the PR. What are people most concerned about? Telecoms, interstates, and security. I don't really want to get the militia, again, because I find that reduces my support level a little too much. But the police recruiting does tend to be a bit expensive as well, so I'm not a big fan of that. We're going to go for the infrastructure discussions, but we also need to save up some money, because any minute now we should be finding a tank somewhere on here. We haven't found it yet. It's probably right here, if I had to guess. We do need to get the coalition soldiers. If the insurgents get the tank, we're in trouble. Like, a lot of trouble. Let's go ahead and get our coalition soldiers together. Now, there are a couple things we can do here. We can cut corners, which decreases our national soldier training time, but makes them weak. It also gives me money. I'll go ahead and pick this up, because I do like the ability to just throw a lot of troops out there pretty quickly, but still. Where is that camp? It could be here, could be here. I don't see the question mark yet. Let's fight them off of the urban areas. Never let them stay here if you can avoid it. Where are they? And why haven't I found the dang tank yet? That's what I want to know. Okay. Well, we need to make sure we keep getting more civilian initiatives. Oh my gosh, telecoms are such a big deal. All right, let's roll a load of those out, please, and thank you. There is... No, that's not a question mark. Where is it? I don't know. I don't actually see the camp anywhere. Usually by now. Am I blind? There it is. It is here. Okay. It's very sneaky, but there's a little question mark right there. All right, we need to kick them out of the mountains and destroy that. There's another camp right here. We need to destroy that first, actually. It's in an urban area. Do not want that. I'm okay with you guys running around a little bit. Okay, he's spawning a few too many all of a sudden. Without some extra help, we're going to have a hard time. If we can destroy this quickly, which we did, and then we move you... Come on, I know. Move them over here. Fight these guys away from the urban areas, and then have them reinforce and try to destroy this camp, and then we'll be in a good spot. Let's see. So we're already working on telecommunications. That's no biggie. Let's go for some interstates. And let's go for PR, strategic communications, and try to boost up that support level a little bit higher. Okay, can you guys please reinforce and actually win some fights here? At least enough to destroy the camp. That's all that I care about. We still do not have a lot of strength here, though. I might... Okay, I think I need to go for the airstrikes and try to destroy it. There we go. Now we can pull back and just fight over these mountains instead. Let's do a cover-up. We're going to lose 1 reputation from retreating for a fight, but that's honestly okay. Let's make sure they don't get into my HQ. I do not want them connecting this many zones, so as soon as we push them back into the mountains, we split them up by taking the lowlands again, and we'll just let them stick in the mountains. That's honestly fine. Just don't let them connect too many zones, or you get a lot of insurgent activity. Okay, let's go ahead and roll out things like water supplies and medicine, just some basics. A few more initiatives that we can enjoy here. You push them the heck out of here, and don't let them fight in urban areas ever, ever, ever. And we had to do another cover-up of our airstrikes. Went for a little bit early airstrike. There's the tank. Found it. Okay, so we could pick this up. And I guess we should, just make sure insurgents don't pick it up, because if insurgents get a tank, then you're in some trouble. I don't want to deal with that. Let's go ahead and try taking away this zone. They're going to take over these mountains, and that's a pain, but honestly, it's kind of okay. We're going to go ahead and scrap the tank. We could keep it, but as soon as these coalition troops leave, we lose tanks. Also, tanks can't fight in mountains, and they can't reinforce. So I'm going to just scrap it and enjoy the free money. Let's go ahead and push over here, try to split these guys even further. I'm going to go for some national soldiers. We also have selling arms. Decrease the national soldier's strength, but get $14 again. Also, military ink gains money over time for each national soldier unit, but increases corruption. Bit of a risk, but it does give me a lot of money, so let's go ahead and train up some more national soldiers. We know we're going to need them. Let's also go for the main roads. And what are people worried about? A fair bit of things. We have very high corruption. We probably need to just go ahead and burn down corruption now at this point. We're looking okay so far. But let's not get it any higher than this, so we're going to lose a lot. Lack of stability is starting to hurt. I'm only at 6%. And at this stage of the game, I admit that is not the best. Definitely not the best. All right, so these guys have been pushed back, so we're looking okay there. They will probably go for this urban area soon if they get the chance. Let's burn down that corruption again. So we're enjoying a lot of extra income. I mean, that is nice. But I don't want much more than that. We are losing mostly due to a lack of stability. It's starting to really hurt. The telecommunications are not rolling out nearly as quickly as I thought they would. I mean, I could go for another level of this. But I think we need to go for more anti-corruption. That's what's really hurting my support level more than anything. Let's get these guys back into their mountains. Please don't go after this urban area. I just don't want to have to deal with them. Okay, let's protect our HQ. Never let them have that. Cover up over here. Don't care. The mountains are fine. These guys finished training relatively quickly, didn't they? Let's go protect the urban areas. Let's probably stick up over... Let's stick by this urban area as well. And what I would like to do is try getting the civil assistance so we can roll out initiatives in places like these urban areas a little faster, because that's what's killing me is a complete lack of stability. We did not get nearly enough. What else can I do that would get me a lot right now? Democratic transition would help. Telecommunications too. This is what's killing me. We are not rolling them out. Why are we not rolling out the telecommunications? I got exactly what you guys asked for, and we're just not building them. I'm looking for them on the map, but I'm not seeing it. We are stabilizing a zone. That's good. But what the crud, dude? Let's get up over here and make sure these guys don't join up anymore. Okay, we're up to 14% insurgent activity. Okay, so now we're actually in a better position. Our lack of stability is finally getting back under control. We need to get back down over here, prevent you from going too far. Okay. What else we want to do? Let's go for the garrisons, and if I can get to corruption reduction level 4, I will. A garrison right here is okay. It's not great, but again, it gives me a little bit more control. Okay, I need you to try to push these guys back quickly. We're going to destroy this camp over here. Relax the rules, keep the airstrikes going. I cannot afford to keep you, unfortunately. Okay, it looks like he's not going to win this fight in time. Gosh dang you. All right, we're going to send you home. Spend our money, get another coalition soldier, and make up for it. I cannot let them take over this urban area, ever. So we got the camp down. That's good. We'll move you over here, I suppose. Okay, you want to go home as well. What's wrong now? Insurgent activity. They have too many zones. Yes, duly noted. If we can get some reinforcements here, that'd be ideal. It shouldn't be this bad, but it is. Send you home. $17 for another coalition soldier. That is admittedly a lot. Okay, we're getting some stability together. They're getting a lot of mountain zones here, though. Why aren't you guys pushing back? Get them out of here. Let's go for some more coalition soldiers. Going to move you into the urban area so we can protect it. And then we're going to go and push these guys back. Insurgent activity is more or less under control again. That's good. We have a few zones under control. I mean, this has proven pretty nasty, but at least they're not pushing down to these southern areas. Sometimes I have a lot of insurgents up to the north and a lot down here to the south, and it ends up becoming a rather huge issue. Can't do the subtle pressure that I was looking for. If we can get some more money real quick together, I'd love to go for a foreign relations office. We're getting a little bit of extra cash due to our corruption. Looks like it's not going to be enough, so we're going to have to do a counterstrike, which does hurt our diplomatic reputation with these people. Let's threaten and get some extra reputation, try to buy ourselves a little bit more time. Where are you going, my HQ? Because I'm not going to allow that. A garrison right here is perfect. I would love to have the garrison to help protect this urban area. Okay, so fighting me in these mountains. Okay. I'm going to have to fight them over here and try to separate them. Let's do a shared air force, increasing our national soldier strength, making up for some of what we lost. I'm going to have you go down here because they're pushing down to the roads. Okay. Yeah, that insurgent activity is starting to really add up, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's break this up. Good. Now we'll have you over here. I mean, we're getting a few zones under control. It's getting there. It's just proven to be really slow. I need more national soldiers before these coalition folks leave. Speaking of coalition folks, let's get them into this and try to destroy this camp. Now, I know that the insurgents have taken over a cave here, for example. They have to have. Look how many insurgents there are. Absolute tons. Scary, scary stuff. Let's go ahead and start training up those national soldiers. Okay, they're going over here. Let's destroy this camp real quick. Got it. Back down to the urban area, please, and thank you. Fight them back. Never let them take the urban areas. My gosh, you lose so much reputation. If I can get another one here at $14, I will. Yes, that bumps up my corruption, but again, that gets me money overall, so that's not terrible. Let's not let these guys destroy my, my garrison. That would also be terrible. Coalition proposes a military surge. We can have 2 extra coalition soldiers for deployment, and they withdraw in 2 years, or we can have a national surge, which gives me 2 extra national soldier units for deployment, which means I get to keep them permanently. Very significant increase in corruption. Yep, that's fine, though, because now we're to 37%, but I can have up to 6 national soldiers on the map instead of only 4. That actually is huge, and I'm very much okay with that. Very, very much. Let's try to keep these guys away from these mountains. Let's try pushing up north into this a little bit if we can. I'm going to increase our national soldier strength so we can win these fights. We're going to need some reinforcements, but I'd like to start taking away a few of their zones to keep our insurgent activity down a little bit lower. We can get some reinforcements if we place these guys right here. There we go. That should be helping. Cover up. Sure, no problem. Still haven't pushed into the mountains, so we're not finding any caves, but eventually we will. What else do we need right now? Concerns over security and stuff. All right, fair enough. We probably can go for the local police recruitment if I can just get a little bit more money. Are you guys able to win this fight? Because I'm starting to question whether you can. I would hope that you can. We never did get the Foreign Relations Office. Let's go ahead and do that now. Subtle pressure. A garrison right here would be actually great because it makes it easier for me to take these mountains eventually. Need $6 for that, though. Yikes. Let's go ahead and place down some national soldiers here and some more here. $6. Garrison, good location. Thank you. We're going to have to send these guys home because we don't have a lot of reputation left, but we don't really need them too much. Did find our first cave. All right. So if we will automatically root it out, but it takes a very, very long time. If we go for the Cave Combat Tactics, which cost $12, we would be able to rapidly remove them, and I think that that is a worthwhile investment. At some point, we know we're going to need it. Can we kick these guys out of these mountains? Because I don't see any evidence that they're here. So we can just actually remove a zone that they are currently controlling. Because that sounds great, actually. Let's just do that now. Yeah, that just reduces insurgent activity on the map. Perfect, thank you. All right, we're getting under attack over there. That's honestly fine. We're going to threaten them. 8% chance of failure, but that didn't happen. Love it. Okay, what else do we want to be doing? We're under control right now. Let's go for the local police recruitment. Let's go for the democratic transition, get a lot more support level. We did clear out our first cave. If they ever come back in here, they will get the cave back under their control. So I don't want to let them do that. Let's get the urban area back nice and safe. Keep them stuck over here. We may want to clear this out. It might be time. Let's go ahead and send the coalition troops and try to do this. I'd rather be able to spread around these mountains here. Let's just try to go ahead and clear this out. We've got them fully surrounded. We might as well. We should be able to win this with no issues at all. Let's prioritize the elections to get 3 more reputation. We're back up to 45. That's pretty good. And they are dead. Love it. Let's go get this camp out of here. Let's get you over here. You stay where you are right now because you're rolling out some nice initiatives. I move you over here just so we can quickly react and keep these guys under control. Subtle pressure. Fine. Okay, so we're going to have to send these guys home, and he didn't make enough progress on the cave, unfortunately. We can speed this along. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Okay, we're under attack. 16% chance is a risk. Okay, so far we're good. Let's have you go down here. Fine, fine, fine. Let's send you home. And I'm going to move you... Actually, let's keep you reinforcing for a second. Okay, we actually killed some. And unfortunately, they got back into the cave area. Gosh dang. Okay, so if we go here, maybe we can get this cave under control before they reinforce into it. They're going into the cave. Hang on, we need to go here and we need to surround them real quick. Found another camp that we're destroying. 25% chance. Okay, that worked. Very concerning. National soldiers and make them stronger. Okay, got that out of here. Let's go push these guys back. So we're going to have to destroy these guys again and destroy their cave. Got them. Let's get over here. You get over here. Again, we're just going to try to roll out some initiatives. We should be able to get rid of this pretty quickly. Keeping them out of this cave just so I don't have to worry about it again. 24% chance. I'm going to just go for a try to talk at this point. I feel like that's too much. Oh, hello. You went for my urban areas. I don't appreciate that. But if I go right here, we can actually kill you. Because the garrison's in a good spot. So that's enough. Got him. Okay. You go and fight over the urban. Save them. Subtle pressure. What else should we do? We haven't got very many civilian initiatives here at all. But people aren't asking for too much. Let's go ahead and grab things like Development Bank, more healthcare, better roads. Inflation's a little high at the moment, but it's okay. We did manage to get rid of this cave, so that's good. A garrison right here is actually a very good location. Should reinforce several important locations. Okay, they did take the urban area. That's not what I wanted to see. Let's try to reinforce over here and help them out. Get them out of here. Get them the heck out of here, please. That's right. They're going to have to remain indefinitely. There's a good chance. Okay, they just felt like they can ignore my negotiations at this point. Fine. Get back into your mountains. I don't want you here. Don't want you guys down here either. Get back into your mountains. Oh, and just because they did set up here a little bit, they were able to get back into that cave. How very unfortunate. Okay. Well, we can control it, no problem. Let's go for some extra strength there. Better speed. Let's go to roll out extra civil integration. We are going to do some water. We're at maximum support right now, so I think we're doing all right. You guys go into fight over here. Keep them back. Okay, looking solid, looking solid. How are we doing over here? We're about to get stability. That's perfect. Now you go over here and help roll out initiatives in Bravo Juliet. Okay. Can we get some more corruption reduction? We honestly don't need it. We can go for things like temporary crackdown, which is good for temporarily cracking down on the corruption. We can also go for bribing insurgents, which reduces the number of insurgent fighters currently on the map, which is very, very helpful. Instead of me to go for more police so that it's harder for them to run in here and take over any more zones. And then we're going to go for things like remote outreach so we can roll out our initiatives a little bit faster in places like Bravo Juliet, in places like Delta Lima, Delta Kilo, etc. Hand in all your weapons, you stupid insurgents. Nobody likes you. We're going to increase the pay of our national soldiers and make them stronger. We're sitting on plenty of money at the moment. Let's go for some more corruption reduction. And let's go for the interstates. We're at 49% right now, which feels like a lot. So let's go for a quick corruption purge. Increase our stability that way. Subtle pressure, no problem. You get over here. Push them back. Protest over a lack of jobs. I'm going to have you move over here. We're going to try to take over this remote area. Preferably before these guys retreat back into it, but I'm not sure we're going to time that nicely. I want to try to prevent them from getting into this cave again. Oh, come on. All right, there must be a cave over here somewhere. Nope, is there a camp right here? There's something over here. We need to fight them back. All right, so getting into these caves is going to be a problem. Let's try to reinforce because we're struggling a little bit. Let's go for some better combat reinforcements. Let's make sure we are protecting the urban areas. Should be coming down here next. I knew that was going to happen. Oop, they're spawning down over here too now. Okay. All right, so now they're starting to get a little out of control because we're antagonizing the crud out of them. Let's go for some drones. I'm going to go ahead and grab another coalition soldier and just start fighting these guys back. There's a cave right here. I knew there was going to be something. If we... we need to win this fight. Move you down here. I'm getting tired of losing here. How much strength do you freaking have? You have more than enough strength. We should be able to win this. Okay, so there are insurgents running around over here, but he's got only one strength, and we should have an absolute ton of security. This guy should not be a problem. This is the one that's the problem with the camp, and I know that there's a cave up there, too. Subsidized TV, so we're going to get some extra support levels. Let's go for the heavier munitions on our airstrikes. Let's go for some dirt roads and maybe the polio. So we can try to build up support in these areas. Okay, see, we got stability back and the insurgents are gone. So the police were able to handle that. 21% chance, huh? Ah, lost 9 reputation out of that. All right, those are the risks you sometimes take. We had to go for a full election. I wasn't going to do any half-seas. That's just not how it works here. Let's go ahead and protect our urban areas right there. Insurgents are banned. You're not allowed to set up political action committees or anything. That's just ridiculous. Hello, we have some more problems over here and more over here. Of course we do. All right, let's try to prevent them from getting into these mountains. Let's get them out over here. Even if they do go in these mountains, we're fine. They are going up over here, so these guys are going to immediately die. A garrison right here is perfectly fine. Control these mountains. Relax the rules. Okay, you're going to... How much strength do we have here? 2 strength. We can easily fight this and push them back into the mountains. Oh my gosh, you guys are proving to be a little bit annoying. All right. We are going to use the coalition soldiers and start pushing up and try to destroy this camp and root them out of their caves. Found another camp over here. Okay. Let's have you push over this way. Destroyed that camp, no problem. We're going to reject the deal and get 10 more reputation. Trying to build something up. I'm going to fund the military because we're struggling a little bit. Significant increase in corruption, you say. That just translates into money for me, so you'd be surprised how little of a lesson I learned. Let's go ahead and start pushing forward, and we're going to try to clear these groups out. We're just going to build up some support in Delta Lima. Let's just go ahead and roll out some extra initiatives. Let's do human terrain system to have the coalition not antagonize people. Make sure that support stays nice and high. And then, yeah, we should be fine. I don't think this guy's a threat. He's pretty weak. Do some more subtle pressure. Something I'm going to go ahead and do is bribe the insurgents and just reduce their numbers by a significant margin. That just gets rid of a bunch, so it's easier for me to win. Okay. You are going to push up this way. And they're trying to fight me here. We should be able to win this and force everybody into one area. That cave is cleared out, which means now you can push forward here, and we can finish them off. Sitting on a lot of money still. Let's go for the civil support, so we have more support level wherever we have a garrison. Let's go for the extra water, some more dirt roads. Let's go for the remote subsidies, so we have extra jobs being built up in these remote mountains specifically. Another camp down over here. How very annoying. These guys are dead, though. Okay. If I can push you guys down here into the urban area, we can kill you. There's another bunch setting up over here now. Nope, they're going down this way. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start pushing them back into one big group if possible. I'm going to have you go ahead and destroy this camp. You're going to come down here. Let's donate to charity and get some extra support level. And let's go for some water, some electricity. Let's go for land rights. Again, just more jobs. We have a lot of inflation, but I don't really care. As long as we set up over here, these guys shouldn't be able to go much further. Okay, we did destroy that. Let's go ahead and prepare some land to get extra reputation. Increase our corruption up to 44%. That's annoying, but we can go ahead and do another purge. You are going to move up over here and just kill this last guy. You are going to move over here and keep them out of this semi-urban area. You're going to move over here, and we're going to have them fully surrounded while we try to build up some more support. Okay, so these guys are dead. Let's go over to... Oh, wait. Stay here and get this cave out of here. Let's go build up some support in some of these remote areas. You can pretty much do the same. Go over here. We're just going to go ahead and do our civil integration, try to roll out our initiatives a little bit faster. We are going to reject the deal again. And let's go for more remote outreach. And let's say export agencies and polio again. I don't know, I'm just trying to stabilize these zones so we don't have to worry about any more of these guys setting up. All right, so actually we can go ahead and kill them now, because we're building up in both of these remote areas. So every unsupported area is already being covered, and we're already doing that with our troops. So let's just go ahead and finish these guys off and try working toward that peace deal. If we time it nicely, we can just win. Let's go for the vocations. Let's go for more education. Still sitting at 40%. Corruption, that's fine. Full elections, there's no chance of them messing with it this time. So we get a little bit of extra reputation. Now, 69 is not a lot of reputation. I take that back. It's going to go up to like 73 now. Not a lot of reputation, but it's okay. It still should lead to a 5-star win for me, and we're actually almost done supplying these areas. Well, then we just don't have to worry about it. Let's go for more healthcare and stuff. Let's just roll out more initiatives, make it easier. We could agree to a peace deal right now. I reject to get 4 more. Good, we didn't lose another 20%. And boom, we win. All right, we got a lot of reputation toward the very end. That worked out nicely. 82,722 points, 5 stars once again. That was all right. That wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to get out of control, but the fact that the insurgents all kind of spawned in the general vicinity up here to the north, we were able to kind of ward them off from the areas I needed to. We didn't have to worry about them in the south for a good long while. And we used the smuggler very effectively with that extra corruption, just leading to lots of extra money and rolling out national soldiers earlier. Also, getting the coalition surge is pretty substantial. It's a very rare event, but it's nice when it happens. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.